Testing, testing. Is this thing on? Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Give me just a second here. Swoop. I'm little. I'm a little person now. Okay, that sounded terrible. Hi. Hi, hello. Trying to figure out the best place to put me. You know, I guess, I'm gonna have to move. We're gonna just, do one of these. Oh, wait, that's the wrong way. That is the wrong way. I'm totally a streamer, guys. Totally. I'm not lying. I've done this before, I swear. Maybe just a wee bit over. Okay. Okay. Hi! It's been a hot minute, 2 weeks to be exact. But I am here. And y'all are there. I hope nobody catches that reference. I really hope nobody catches that reference. But good morning. I hope y'all are doing well. I've had a rough and tumble past couple weeks. Doing lots of stuff. How do I put this? I'm working on a project I can't yet talk about. Y'all eventually get to see it. Probably in like a month or two. But yeah, I've been extremely busy with work to the point where like I keep going to bed at like 2 a.m. and then waking up at 7 against my will. And the result is that I am a very tired duck. I am a very tired duck. But it is what it is. I realized this morning, whoopsie poopsie, I forgot to actually move the date of the YouTube stream up because I was like, wait a duckin' second. That says it's for the 7th. That's not what it was supposed to be. So, yeah. Also, at some point, because my model bothers me so much with everything that I've learned, at some point, I'm gonna somehow, you know, figure out a new model again. Well, yeah, good morning, Hyde. Good morning. I'm an eepy duck. I'm tired. I'm having a day. I'm having a week, really, or a month. But at the very least, I've been doing lots of work. Lots and lots of work. I've actually been improving my art quite a bit. I can't show y'all because it's part of the project that I can't show y'all yet. But like, I've been improving my art. At some point, I need to make myself a new model. That'll have to come after I finish the current models I'm on, though. So probably like next year. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well this morning. I have been just so very, very busy. Very, very busy. Well, that is to be expected. Considering, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead here, get us started, as we're doing Live2D this morning. I go ahead over here. This should be over. That should be over there. Give me just a second. I swear I'm a strawmer. I've done this before. I swore that I put OBS on my right screen, and I was like, wait a second, why is it popping it up over there? Wanted to make sure I could see what's going on. And I say, hey. What's going on? it's one of those days. I have not taken my meds either, but I like to take like one day off a week, and I realize I haven't taken a day off this week yet. So, or last week, I guess. So yeah, today is my scrambled duck brain day. Stromer, like a very good brain. Stromer, Swammer. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore at this point. It's just word vomit that comes out of my mouth. But that's life right now. That's what happens when you get like 5 hours of sleep for every single day for like a week straight. Well, hey yo. What hey though? Yeah. Woo. I am easily amused by like little things, just even like that. Straw mermaid scarecrow. Never change hide. My brain can't even wrap around like how that came to be the thing. Good morning, Mr. Tomo. I was lurking you a little while ago, and then I had to get ready for Strom. I hope you're doing well. I was just talking about how at some point, because my art has been improving because of a project I'm working on off stream, for actual like consultation kind of work, eventually I'll be doing my own model, but after I finish my other model projects. Yours is included in that. Neck pains, otherwise fine. Aw, that looking sucks. By the way, y'all, if y'all like Pokemon, y'all will love Mr. Tomo. He's cool peeps. Very cool peeps. Very nice peeps, too. Yeah, you're getting your model before I get my new one, but this one bothers me so much now that I've improved so much, and I'm like, I need to finish the stuff I have before I can start new stuff. It's one of the problems with ADHD is you want to start a billion projects. Right now, the only reason I haven't made any more progress on yours, or hardly even Otakudan TVs, I mean, I've made progress, but not that much progress in like the last month, is because of the fact I have like an IRL like big project that I'm working on that has already paid me, so it's kind of an obligation. But it's a big project. And I've been working on it non-stop for like the last week. I have had a very, very long last few weeks. I want to talk about it. I want to show it because it's really cool, but also I can't because NDA reasons. I can only just vague talk about it until it happens in like a month, maybe month and a half. But yeah, if you need to rest, feel free to do so. I appreciate you popping in. I really do. Yeah, my art has been improving. It has been. I want to show you guys, but I can't because everything that's recent, I can't show y'all yet. I've learned how to do things like drawing muscle. Did get a shiny marked garden pavilion. Oh, nice. I don't know what a garden pavilion is, but I know what a pavilion is. So yeah. Yeah, I don't understand the marks. I remember you showing me, but I'm like, I don't know what these marks mean. I still have not played Scarlet Violet. I know nothing. I am a Pokemon noob. I know nothing. Ah! Why is it OBS keeps popping up on the wrong side? OBS, stop that. Sword Shield 2, okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about those as of yet. As of yet. I think I might have a solution for this. Maybe if I do like one of these and like I just whoop beep doop doop doop. Okay, and then I'm gonna put that up here. That way, okay, I think that might work. I literally have to overlay a handful of windows so that OBS stops popping up on the wrong screen. I don't know why it keeps popping up on my left screen when I keep setting it to my right screen. This, my friends, is scuff. This is scuff. This is how it do be. Also, Mark Sturgis gives a name to your Pokemon kind of thing. I see. I mean, I don't, because I still don't, I don't. Oh, ribbons? Like clothing. Ah! Mika! Why are you doing that? Good morning, Mika. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I am having a morning. I've been having like 5 hours of sleep every night. I'm a little out of it, if you couldn't tell. So the one I got today is the calmness mark. I'm gonna have to like look into it at some point. I have not had a chance to really play video games. I've just been non-stop drawing. I've been arting everywhere. Yeah, I've been working on this massive project. I can't talk a lot about it, but I can say it has to do with art. It does have to do with content kind of stuff. And it's also huge. It's actually going to be big. And I'll probably be posting about it when the time comes for me to actually be able to tell everyone, hey, look, I did this thing. And also, go look over here. I can't wait for that time. That's going to be like a month or so from now. It's like a very tight timeline to get it all done. But for NDA reasons, I can't show y'all yet. Not yet. But soon, like a month-ish from now, whenever the date is actually hard set. Oh my gosh, Hyde, that Doro, every ducking time it gets me. Yeah, I've been improving my art, so eventually I'm hoping to finish at least a few models this year. There's gonna be 2 arts I have to do this year yet, and then there's 3 riggings. And then I'll be able to finally do my own model again. Finally. Because this model bothers me so much on so many levels now that I know what the duck I'm doing, and there's so many things I can fix. I also want to, like, do some cool things. I also want a full-size model. This is like a chibi model, guys. This is like a chibi model. Do you understand? Literally, I am short. I'm a tiny little thing. And I might be cute, but listen to me. Are you listening yet? Are you listening yet? I would like a brand new functional model, and I want to try to do more animation. I want to do more animation, especially with my mouth. I don't mean like that, chat. I don't. Not like that, chat. Before you start getting lewd. Not like that. But yeah, yeah. You're see, you want a PG in terms I understand. I'm not being lewd here, but I wanna do stuff with my mouth. See my eyebrows? Suggestive eyebrows. Although at some point, I'm gonna probably attempt to get myself an iPhone because I can only really borrow an iPhone right now. I just, yeah. Also, so when I send the Pavilion out with, gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. So it's easier to tell it apart. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. I am still a Pokemon noob. I'm not a Live2D noob though, which is the entire reason we're here this morning. So today's class, I've been just non-stop yapping about things. We're going to do deformer hierarchy. Deformer hierarchy is very important because it's kind of like organizing folders on your computer. If you don't organize folders on your computer, you end up not being able to find anything without a deep search, and that's no bueno. So the way we do the hierarchy is first we're going to start with the biggest piece. The biggest piece is everything, right? So I'm going to just go ahead. We're going to call this I like to do the brackets and then like all caps to help with organization. Chaos off. No, not in Live2D's case. We do not want chaos with this. I look at my file for my chibi model here, and every time I do, I go, who rigged this? Who? Because I can't figure out where anything's supposed to duck and go. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I tried to add emotes. I tried to add emotes to this model. I wanted to add heart eyes. I drew hearts and everything. And I realized, chat, I couldn't figure out how to make them stop moving weirdly because I couldn't understand my own ducking hierarchy. And that is the problem. That is the problem. And this is exactly why we organize, because otherwise you won't be able to update your old models because you won't know where the duck anything is. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna just, use organization here. So now the reason for doing this, the reason we do this, anything that you like move with this deformer, you're gonna be able to like, you can move the whole thing around, right? But we're not really using this so much for that. We're using it more for organization. So the next part we're gonna start grouping up. You can kind of almost do it by like the folders themselves. Also, there's a wild Spupa in chat. You could try to catch it using exclamation point Pokecatch if you are in Twitch chat. So from here, basically, we're gonna kind of go through and group things. It's very similar to like how you actually layer it within like your art program. So, for example, we have the Goodbot Siri. Goodbot. Very good. If you're a streamer and you're not using SiriBot, you really need to use SiriBot because SiriBot will bonk all of your spammers that pop in the chat. It's finally... Oh, Spupa's a bug. It's finally become so old. Yeah, I understand that because there's so many different Pokemon I still don't know. And it's mostly because I haven't played the newer games. I haven't watched any of the... What the duck is this? It's just like a bug, if I remember correctly. It's not a bug I would use. Granted, I don't use bugs. I use only burbs. Burbs. So with your hierarchy, you're gonna go ahead and basically group everything, like, as a whole together. So this is, like, all of the pumpkin bits. So we're gonna call this... Bam. now we have that. Also gonna put that at the root part. It doesn't need to be in the actual like folders. We can also come over here and then boop. Where's the other ear? Oh yeah, it's also right there. I just haven't done all of the glue stuff, which I'll do later. But today we're just worried about organization. So I did not mean to do that. I meant to do... Oh man. So this is gonna be ears, as an example. So now the ears move around. Go ahead and undo that, and we just kind of continue with a similar process through all of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do all the paws. Go ahead here, literally just using these big brackets, and I'll show you how you can kind of like organize things after you already kind of started grouping them in a little bit, but only after we actually finish the majority of the grouping. The other day, I saw a panel of the OG 151. I couldn't remember. Oh no! That's no bueno. That is no. I only know most of them because I grew up with them, but I can't remember them all off the top of my head. Like, if you show me them, I know exactly what they all. Like, I know what they all are. Because I knew the Pokey Rap for the longest time. Like, I love the extended version where it like has every single Pokey Rap. Who remembers the Pokey Rap? Am I that old? Am I that old? I feel like I'm that old. I am a hag. I am officially a hag. Yeah, I also used to know it by heart. I used to know it by heart. And then it was like, God duck it. I can't remember now. So we got, let me actually go to the mouth here. We're also gonna add the masks, because the masks are also part of the mouth, technically speaking. So we're gonna call this mouth. And actually, sometimes it's easier to just go over here to where you see the deformer stuff, because then you can literally just see what's like categorized or not. You can collapse everything. It makes things a little bit easier. So for the eyes, let's go ahead here. And we'll be able to add stuff later. Like, I'm gonna do like glue and stuff for this eye too. It's real easy to do, but I'm gonna do it a little later. Probably next stream, because this is supposed to be a short stream today. I'm gonna call this eyes. And then we'll be doing like the individual eyes after this. But yeah. We won't be able to move the eyes too much because the eyelids are technically underneath. They're kind of like a hollow, so yeah. Versus like anime style eyes where like they can kind of move around a bit. Kind of, you know? Yeah, no. So it is a stylistic choice here. Got the pretty body itself. Body shadow. This is, you know, just a very simple thing. So this is gonna be kitty underscore body main. And then we got all the whiskers. So This is gonna be whiskers. Now all these are grouped together. So then we can actually start to break it down a little bit more. So from there, for example, like the whiskers, we want them to kind of be like with the body. So we can actually, because these are on the same level, if you it's a little bit hard to see, but if you notice these are like all in a line. So if we want the entire pumpkin kitty to be together, I should actually change this to say body only. Because what we'll do is we'll come in here, select all those, whole body, bam. And now the entire thing moves. Then we're actually going to go into the pumpkin. We're going to group these up so that they're different. You know, they're together. So then this one's gonna be small leaf name. This one's gonna be big leaf main. So these are basically acting kind of like folders for the time being. You'll understand later how they can be useful though, because most of the movement I'm probably going to be putting onto blend shapes, which we will go over blend shapes in a later video / stream, because that's a whole thing. But blend shapes are super useful. Blend shapes are how I got Olien's model to walk only when I pressed the W key, and how I got Olien's model to run by hitting shift. It's stuff like that. It's really cool. It's also really useful for physics because it just makes things so much easier. The reason, also I'm gonna go ahead and say, the reason why we have to organize our deformers is because otherwise you end up with a hot mess of why are these organized the way that they are? Especially like if you actually look here, it says XY, but there is no XY here. Like maybe it's here, yeah, it's here, but this is body XY. Like the way that I like name these don't really make sense. Like I know it looks like it makes sense, but a lot of them are not actually what they show. Like that says XY, but this is literally just X. There is no Y for this. There is no Y for that. Why did I name it XY? It's literally just X. I mean, I guess technically it can be used for that, but let me see. Yeah, I never even used the wiggle Y for this, even though I put wiggle XY. There's just a lot of really confusing. The more I go in here, the more I get confused. Let me actually look at like my eye organization, because you'll notice that there's a lot of really weird draw order stuff. If I actually turn on this toggle, you'll see what I mean. You'll notice that on my right eye over here, the eyebrow is behind the circle, and then on my left eyebrow, it's in front. It's stuff like that. It's super scuff. It's things like that, and I messed up the draw order, and I have to fix it. And it's stuff like that, which is why we have to be very much like what literally just warp. I also didn't understand at the time what these actually do. I thought if you had more of the green dudes that it would be better, but no, you need more of like the gray dudes. There was a lot of things. clipping to RX. Is that supposed to be for clipping masks? Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's not even in the same deformer as the actual eye, which is probably why it's so scuffed. It's stuff like that, chat. Stuff like that. That makes me just want to eat this model. I can't actually go back and fix the file without like basically redoing it because of how bad the organization is. Don't be like past lucky. Even my sweat drop isn't moving correctly. Like you can see it kind of like bounces around a little weird and not in the way that I want it to. But there's a lot of scuff in this model. I thought I knew what I was doing. I kind of did. Kind of didn't. So yeah, in order to actually find where things are, I have to oftentimes just go, okay, let me right click that and then select, and oh my god, that looks like a eldritch being right there. Biblically accurate eye. What even is going on with this organization? What even is this? Why is it that I have like, if I go here, you could see I literally have so many ducking keyforms. This is not how you should do this. This is how you get a ducked up eye. You should avoid having 4 keyforms on a thing for your eyes. I try to do like hard eyes, like I said. Actually, if I can find my emote thing. Yeah, I actually kind of just nuked it, I think. Because I was like, okay, this isn't working for me. This is not okay. Oh wait, no, here it is. But then I ran into this issue, right chat, where like, it was like really weirdly like, what is going on here? Can anyone tell me, chat? This shouldn't be like this. So this is why you organize this, so you have clean rigging. We don't want ducked up eyes. So yeah, this is why I haven't updated this model. This is why I'm showing everyone how you should organize, because I learned the hard way. I absolutely learned the hard way. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm actually gonna rename this to pumpkin underscore hole. What is a tadbulb? A wild tadpole has appeared in Twitch chat. Y'all can try to catch it using exclamation point pokecatch, but I have no idea what the duck that is. I'm a little bit tempted to find out, so I'm gonna see if I can't, I'm gonna see if I can't attempt to catch it. I don't know what that is. I do not. Anyway, I've renamed Pumpkin Hole. You can tell the ADHD is strong this morning. Only pumpkin, like only fans. I'm joking. But yes, only pumpkin. Or pumpkin only. Lapse that. Lapse that. Just the vine, so we're literally going to call this vine. We want to be specific with our naming, because otherwise you end up with a hot mess and then you can't remember what the duck you were doing earlier. Also, again, blend shapes are your friend. We're going to be using a lot of blend shapes for this model, because blend shapes are exactly how... Oh, I didn't catch it. Blend shapes are exactly how we are going to make sure everything kind of works with each other. Now, I've heard that some people are afraid of blend shapes. It's okay. It's okay. You do not need to fear them, though. You do not need to fear them. Blend shapes are your friends. They are good for you. And you should definitely use blend shapes. they will save your life. One way or another. Like, had I known the trick about blend shape weights where you can literally, like, limit it in very specific ways, I would have done so much different with this model. But that's why we're here. Learning from past lucky mistakes. So, we kind of have most of everything organized now. We're gonna go ahead here for the eyes and the whiskers. We're gonna break them up into their halves. Come over here. I realize some of this I haven't meshed yet, and it's fine because I'm just gonna mesh it later. So all of the L stuff, we're gonna kind of, put together. So this is gonna be L, and we're gonna be using the 3D expression rotation menu to actually bring them together, but we'll get there later. When your roommate shows up randomly with waffle, oh my gosh. Oh my duck and gosh hide. I would love Waffle House, but I also kind of already ate today. I made myself some Indomie and also added an egg, and yeah, it was good. So now we have everything organized. That did not take as long as I thought it was gonna. We are also, though, going to kind of do a few other things because we're not doing it quite yet. However, I am going to do a thing where I'm actually going to put the character into its own, like, rotation deformer. So we're gonna call this character I'm gonna call it body D, because this is ultimately going to be like the sideways. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move this down. So the way this works, as you can see, literally, it pivots from where I put it. So let me undo. I'll move it down just a wee bit further. Undo. Let me see if it looks better from up. Yeah, that way it can kind of like wobble. Woo! I was microwaving some mac and cheese that got to— oh no! That fucking sucks. Like, OMG, literally. Oh man, that fucking sucks though. I love mac and cheese. I literally, the last time I went to Walmart, I spent almost $14 on just mac and cheese. Like, literally. I bought, I think it was like 20 or so boxes. It was a lot. It was enough to last me for the foreseeable future. I'm still eating it to this day. You just have to have milk and butter for it. But yeah, we're gonna be adding a few more deformers too. We're gonna go over here. The whole body is going to have its own rotation. And later on, we're probably going to be converting these into warp deformers, but we'll get to that later because that's its own thing. That is its own thing. The kitty. And so we're gonna once again kind of like, I did not mean to hit caps. Kind of see how that'll work. Yeah. No, that mac and cheese sucks. Waffle House for breakfast. Yeah. I would be inclined to agree there. Each paw needs to be in its own warp deformer. I realize we're gonna have to do that for the ears too. So this is going to be R. Gonna be L. L. And now we're gonna put the rotation deformers over. Actually, no, we don't even necessarily need rotation deformers for these. Because that is gonna be a little bit complicated trying to get them like almost identical for each side. So we'll kind of leave that for now. This is gonna be all. We will fix the actual meshing later. R here. This is gonna be L ear. And now we're gonna kind of break this down into a little bit further. So like outer ear. L. Ow. Oh, that did not start typing where I wanted. L. Outer ear. L. Inner ear. Same thing. Okay. I think everything. Wait. Like, I think everything. No, it's not. So these are gonna be our whiskers. Bread steak over hash browns with cheese and onions. I'm okay with that until you lost me at onions. I am not an onion fan. Unless it's like fried onions, like specifically like the crispy ones, where they don't really taste like the onion texture anymore. It's literally just crisp. Like, I like the flavor of onions, just not so much on, yeah, good for the, yeah, I understand that, but I like garlic way more than I like onion. I can't handle onion. I can handle garlic though. Garlic is incredible. I love garlic. I can eat a literal head of garlic if I wanted to. I love garlic. I love it raw. I love it cooked. But onion? No, never. If they're crispy, sure. If they're slimy and like caramelized, not really, no. No, unless it literally melt into the food. Like, it has to be minuscule pieces. I can't be biting into just a crunch in the very middle. It's... I can't. I can't. I can't, chat. No. I can't do it. Yeah, I can't eat them raw. I cannot. The texture, it's kind of like how I can't handle raw tomato. I cannot do raw tomato. Raw tomato is gross. I can do sauce, like tomato sauce. I can even do ketchup to a point. Not a lot of ketchup. Like, I can do like ketchup on meatloaf. I can do a tiny bit on like fries. I don't want my fries drowning in it. I could do like a tiny bit, or it's barely anything on the bread, you know, for like a hamburger. No tomato, no raw tomato. I can't do that. I can't do tomato chunks either. It needs to be basically a puree. I like the flavor of tomato. I do not, chat, like raw tomato or tomato chunk. I can't do it. I am autistic, okay? I have a reason. I can't do it even on a hot day, especially not a hot day. Yeah. If I could stick out my tongue, I would. That's something I want to add into my next model for myself next year, because it is going to be probably in April for my birthday. We're about settled. So probably for like the next stream, I'll actually get started on like the actual like rigging. I like to make most of the parameters as I go. More than anything. Because it's easier for me. Yeah, I can't do pico de gallo. No. I can't do salsa either. It's a no for me. No for me. Go ahead and save. I'm actually gonna go ahead here and raid out over on the Twitch side and wrap up on the YouTube side, because this is pretty much all I had planned for today, because I have other stuff I need to get done. Because this was originally going to be a Wednesday stream, too. But then, you know, I overslept. And I actually, like, missed part of my work meeting, too. I was like, whoopsie poopsie! Yeah. So, yeah. Go ahead over here. Love pico, especially when it's made with spicy. I mean, I understand that. I can't. Yeah, you too, Hyde. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up on the YouTube side. I will see you guys next stream. And then